Hey guys, this is Lix coming at you today with an Extinction guide for solo mode. My class right now, I'm running Tank class with armor piercing rounds, with armor support, and Sentry gun, as well as riot shield. I also have a fully automatic pistol, and be sure to look around for items. Usually you can get some decent items. Sometimes I even got a SOFLAM on the first bag. Huh, like that. Here we go. First hive. Challenge we get is melee only. Simple and easy enough to do. Just melee all the aliens and that's it. It's all explanatory. For you new people to Extinction, it is very important to try to complete these side challenges as it helps you upgrade your skills faster, gets you more advanced sooner in the game. It also helps you to advance to the later levels. See this scorpion on the roof? You always notice it after the first hive. If you shoot it, it'll come down after you. If you kill it, it gives you an extra 200 bucks. It's a good start. And now for your build. I like to build tank and pistol first with the two skills. Tank so they do 25% more damage, and pistol so I do more damage with it overall on the range. Next challenge we have here is keep above 75% accuracy. Simple enough as well. All you gotta do is at least shoot one alien once to keep it 100%. After that, just knife. Don't ever have to shoot after that. And you don't ever lose accuracy for missing a knife either, so it's perfect. Easy. I'm gonna skip through most of these beginning hives because they're pretty simple. And most people can pass them, no problem. I'm gonna show the later hives though, as it becomes increasingly difficult. A lot more people have trouble getting through those later hives. Alright, next on our build, I like to go tank and ammo. Tank gives me more health, and ammo, well, I'm gonna need it. It says I'm pretty much done meleeing all these aliens. Next challenge is kill aliens with traps. Simple, especially for this hive. Just turn on the electric fences. There's two of them. They're inexpensive. For 600 you can turn on both and pretty much waste away the aliens as they try to come through. Try to stand between both fences. They'll try to come after you from both of those sides, and that'll take them out pretty easy, especially since it's only 5 required. And voila, there you go. Grab this Vector here. One of my favorite guns to use in Extinction. It's a machine gun. Really reliable. Really fast to reload too. Next we got here, I already started Sentry gun. I didn't show it previously, but I put 1 point into it already. And then I put my second point into it, as the Sentry gun is your best friend in this mode. It really helps you out a lot. Next hive we got... Don't use any abilities for 90 seconds. Also easy, self-explanatory. Just don't use any sentry gun, don't even get any ammo, don't deploy any armor, nothing for 90 seconds, and you complete the challenge. Try to make sure you have a decent amount of ammo before starting this, as if you run out of ammo, you're stuck mailing everything. Alright, next on our build, go tank with the 2 points. That's all I had enough for. Next hive is easy. This is the first barrier hive you're going to encounter. You just have to defend the helicopter from the scorpions pretty much. As long as you put the sentry gun down, facing it. I like to make it face the house. It takes care of the scorpions and any aliens that come that way, and I just watch the other side. Pretty easy. Next on our build, I start working on the armor, because you're going to need armor later. Protects you from taking damage, and it's great. And since you just completed this barrier hive, there's a cash box behind you, so you can spend at least, if you have a full amount, that is $6,000, you can spend at least 3 and then pick up the cash for another 3,000, and you're good to go. Over here you're going to notice that there's some monsters on the roof. If you shoot any of them, they will come after you. I like to aim for the big guy, the rhino. He comes down after you too. He's kind of a tough cookie to face. You're going to need to face him later. You don't typically use a SOFLAM on him so early, especially if it's just a solo rhino. The only reason why I'm using it right now is because one of the bags I found as I was searching through the area had another SOFLAM, so since you can't carry 2, I just thought I'd just use this one up first. and pick up the other one. Let's take out the rhino, gives you another $1,000. Say if you were low on cash after pick up the cash box, so you have 1,000. Rhinos by themselves aren't too tough. You can just hide behind cars or poles and shoot them down like so. And there's a SOFLAM, so replace it. It's good to keep it. Try to save it for the later rounds if there's only one, that is. Next challenge we got: kill 15 aliens while prone. Also easy, but annoying as well, especially around this hive. The later hives, it gets really annoying. I find it's easier if you take out a few and then change position. That way you can see around the other ones, as sometimes you get a bunch of bodies right in front of your face and then it makes it harder to see the other ones when you're prone. Scorpions are also very annoying when trying to do this, as they shoot you, you gotta get out of that little puddle. It drains your armor and your health. Skip ahead to building. Now we're going to go with our Sentry gun. Now it does more damage to the rhinos, and it has 30% more capacity in it. Next challenge: spend $6,000 before the hive is destroyed. Easy. Right there I failed and put the Sentry too early, but each Sentry is worth 2k, so over the course of the hive, the Sentry will destroy itself when it runs out of ammo, and you can just do that. I just throw down armor too, ammo. Easy to stock up on your ammo and to fill up your armor. Usually is more than enough to complete this challenge. I'm going to skip ahead. I was saving up for tank. I didn't have enough, so I just saved my points. Go on to the next hive. Next challenge: destroy 15 aliens with light machine guns. I personally don't like the light machine gun, as it's very slow on the reload, but in case you don't know where the light machine gun is, it's right over here. Up this little ladder. There it is. Again, this gun is really good as it holds a lot of ammo, but it's just really slow on the reload, which doesn't work for me. I don't like that. To take forever to reload. Really good in taking out a lot of aliens, but as you can see right here, it just takes way too long to reload. I just get beat on. If I wasn't tank class, I pretty much would have downed me right there. It starts getting tougher around this area, so I'm going to start showing you how I defend the hives now. Meteors are bad. You got these little secret aliens that explode, so you gotta try to stay away from them. They're really fast too, so kind of remind me of tickers from Gears of War. Just avoid them, stay away from them, and attack them. You should be okay. Very low health. Just drop down a Sentry gun, face it their way, let that do the work for you. Like I said before, Sentry guns become your best friend, especially once they're upgraded. A lot of damage and cover a wide area. Next, let's finish off tank here. It's a little more durable, max amount of life, and then some either ammo or armor. In this case, I chose ammo. I find it easier in this next barrier hive if you put the turret, or Sentry gun, excuse me, face it towards where all the scorpions spawn, as it'll take care of most of those scorpions. And then you just got to cover the Sentry. It doesn't cover these back scorpions, but it can be easily taken care of. Scorpions, look out! And at this point, I'm pretty much done with this machine gun as I go looking for another weapon. I usually use the assault rifle. There's no way I can run back to the Vector, which is usually my favorite gun, so just gotta take this assault rifle and roll with it. At this point you can see they took out my sentry gun. It's not a big deal as long as you can replace it and just keep covering it. You should be alright. There's also some electric fences right there. You can use those to help you defend your sentry as well. I don't typically use them. All I really need is a sentry and I'm okay. And this hive area takes forever, so I'm going to skip ahead. Here's the next area. You're always going to encounter a rhino as you enter this area. So always put a sentry up right there. Lay waste to it. If that happens, simply grab it, turn it around, and get back to work. This next challenge is pretty simple as well. You just gotta be aware where the seekers are coming from. And you can face your sentry towards the seekers, or you can just shoot them if you're far away. And that's all you need to do to complete it. The seekers will come randomly throughout the round, so you just gotta watch out for them. They don't come too often though. There's the first wave of seekers. Notice I just stay up. If they're down there, stay up over there on the bridge. You shouldn't have any problem taking them out. And you can usually tell when you destroyed all the seekers because the meteor will destroy itself and go away. Can't stress this enough, but keep your armor up. It saves your life. I have my sentry gun facing the outward of the map towards the other homes as the rhino comes from that direction as well as the other aliens. Just gotta kite the rhino around from top to bottom. Second wave of seekers are incoming. And sometimes you have to abandon that sentry so that you can take out the rhino and continue. As long as you have your sentry upgraded, like I said before, it really does a lot of damage to the rhinos. I'm pretty sure the sentry also took care of those seekers that came. Have a sentry cover down below, and you can cover from the top bridge area or the house. 2 waves of seekers, so it's pretty simple, like I said. And here I upgrade my armor fully this time, so I can throw down 1 package and have full armor. And this next challenge, kill a scorpion with melee damage before the round's over. This one's also pretty simple. You just gotta get a scorpion that's shooting at you stationary. You just shoot him once and he'll typically jump down to another location, and that's when you use your opportunity to melee him. Hopefully he'll die from it, especially if your tank, since your melee is a lot stronger. You can also put some damage with the pistol or whatever gun you have. Just shoot a couple shots into them and then melee him when they jump down. It can be annoying though too, as they are very fast. In this run, I didn't even do the challenge. I didn't really need to do it. I had enough points for my build already. Surprised they didn't take out my sentry right there. Usually if you leave hunters or scouts alone long enough, they'll take out that sentry and get your back to them. And our next challenge, find and destroy the leper in 30 seconds. This one can be tricky. You have to look for the alien that appears to be running away from the group. Sometimes he comes out right away and can be easily spotted. Other times you can't even tell. Like this guy, I couldn't even tell he was running away, but he wasn't really running towards the drill. There's been other runs that I've noticed they run towards the exits of the map and they'll just jump out, climb away, and that's it. And that's when you fail. I like to point the sentry in the back of the house facing the outwards part of the house where it can cover the drill and where the entry of all the aliens come from. And you can cover your sentry from the left entrance where the aliens also come from sometimes. Little buggers like to come from the back entrance, so you gotta keep an eye out and cover your sentry. And if I haven't mentioned it before, the rhinos will always spawn in every wave from the start of this area. So you gotta always be prepared to at least face one rhino in every wave. I have to kite them around again because sitting in that one area can be dangerous. Always try to kite the rhino. Get a sentry on him. Usually takes attention to the sentry. Just lay waste to him. And right here I was going to finish off my sentry, but I didn't have enough points, so I decided just to save and wait till the end of the next round. Next challenge is do not let the drill go below 50% health. This one's pretty easy as well. I mean, most of the time the drill health gets to like 60 or 70, and you can always just repair it when you need to. So this one's pretty easy to do. As you can see, most of the aliens come from the outermost part, as this is a cliff anyway. So it's pretty easy to just cover. Put a sentry facing inward, and it'll do work for you. And also note, I shouldn't have to note, but just in case you were wondering, you can fall off, so do not fall off. It'll use a down, and if you don't have any downs, you just die. So, do not fall off. When you see the drill glowing yellow like that, it's an indication that the drill's health is at 75%. It needs to be repaired. As you can see, I repaired the drill because it got damaged. Challenge is easy. Next, as you can see, I can finally have enough points to finish off my sentry and my ammo. It's pretty much my core build right there. And here's the last hive. It is also right on the cliff. It's good to face sentries in both directions since you now have two. And that way they both cover for you, and then you just stand between both of them and cover both sentries. The next challenge, I didn't even bother with this one either since my core build was done. Let's spend 6k before the round's over. Simple. Especially with all the sentries you'll be putting up throughout the wave. You'll complete it no problem. This wave can actually be very easy if you just, like I said, if you keep the two sentries facing opposite directions and you just cover them like so. That's all you really have to do. And to kill enough aliens that you make enough money to replace them, you just gotta be aware whenever the rhinos come. That way you just gotta face both sentries towards them if you can, or at least one, and then just go to work. If you have any protective equipment, it's also good to throw it down at this point. Sometimes the aliens do come from behind you, like you just saw. They typically run out in the middle first before attacking, so you can usually tell when they're coming. Double sentries for the win. This wave is really simple with double sentries. Pretty much just standing around and just monitoring. That's it. Little support fire. Challenge complete. Free points. Just give it to the riot shield. You can also try to keep a riot shield up at all times if you can. It really helps when you're getting hit from behind. And then the next part's really going to help you out as well. Right here a rhino comes, just grab one of the sentries, face it, since the other one's already facing. My second sentry, it gets just outside of its range, but it's not a problem. It's standing right in front of it, and it's done. Just reposition your sentry and you're good to go. Right here you'll notice that my sentry stopped firing because it overheated. So you just got to keep that in mind, that when it's firing for a long time, it does overheat and will take a period to cool down. So just cover it when you can. And here goes the last hive. Activate the nuke and get the hell out. At this point, you just run. Don't even look back. If you have that right shield on your back, it comes in handy. Rhino spawns, just run past it. It's going to put its attention towards your sentries. Just keep going. I didn't even notice that an alien was hitting me from behind just because of my right shield protecting me. At this point, you're going to notice that a meteor is blocking your path. It's going to stay right there. I believe it's timed before it goes away. I used to think it was triggered based on how many aliens you killed, but I believe it's timed in the end. Take out the rhino. Focus fire it. Just run around. By the time you usually kill the rhino, the meteor is usually gone by then. Sometimes it goes away before it. Like right now, you see the flashes, that means it's gone. But it's always good to take out rhinos. Try not to leave them chasing you. When it's a tight spot like that, anyway. Throw down some ammo, throw down some armor, restock, and keep going. There's a rhino right here. This one, since it's so open area, I decided to just run past it and keep going. But I also throw down a SoFlam if you have it. That also helps. Don't worry about it damaging you, it doesn't hurt you. Throw out some more armor, keep up your health. It's starting to drain. Then at this point there's another meteor, so place another sentry facing that way towards the town. Your sentry can take care of anything that's coming from the streets, and you can take care of whatever's on the roof. And again, I think this is timed, because it doesn't go away right away, and there's no seekers around. Just keep kiting the rhino, keep throwing on armor, so you don't lose any health. Once you take him out, you're pretty much home free. Just run for the hills, baby. Run, run, run. As Arnold would say, get to the chopper. Run, run, run. Get to the evac point. By the way, if you make it to the extraction point with a minute 30 and above, you get an achievement for it. Congratulations, you have just completed Extinction. Don't forget to rate, subscribe. Thank you very much. This is Lix signing out.